Hi Annabelle. With this process, we've got a few different things that happen. Obviously, there's the whole one-click process. So if you look for the like the one-click campaigns, you'll see that there is obviously already all the campaigns that you've set up in the past. So we need to obviously duplicate that. So when you do that, you'll need an action set created for that. So if you are recreating an option and you need to copy an existing one down and you're recreating this, you'll need to, you've got the members action set. So it's the book and pay here. All the tags will make sense, but the book and pay you've got here, this one is auto pay Queen Bien. So if you go to your action sets in contacts and settings for CRM, and you go to action sets, and you'll see that, so if I go Queen Bien, you'll see that auto pay Queen Bien. So this is the one, and that's the leadership team one. So you'll see that there's this auto pay, and there's also the auto pay for the leadership team. Also, if you see these little weird characters, just always feel free to just delete those out of the system because they're really annoying. Okay, so in your action sets, if I go to edit, I'll show you this one here, and this is auto pay Queen Bien. So it's the product being sold, and it applies the auto paid ticket paid tags, but it also charges for the order as well. So I'll just have a look at this one here as well. This one, product, and you can see it's charging $26.25, and it auto charges order. Email the invoice. So what we do is we create another action set, and we create that, and we run exactly the same setup as this. So the first action, so you just add the action. So the first action is create an order, product, then send receipt, yes, sales and affiliate. So exactly like the setup that's in here. So you just, if you screenshot that, you'll be able to copy that in, and then do the same for the leadership team book and pay. So they're the two action sets you'll need to create for everyone. And when you do this, you'll create this the same. You'll create this whole process so that it flows through properly, and all that makes sense, and you'll see the two action sets in here as well. Okay, so that's that there. Now in the BX networking, so if you go to the WordPress site here, this is the back end process for BX networking, and then go to pages, and you've got the member only booking page here. So this is the back end for it. This is the front end for it. So it looks like this, which there's only one meeting there at the moment in the camera and surround. So if we were going to add another one in, we could add another one in. And so how that works is, it's this is the top of the page. So this is this part here, and then these parts here are done in this line here. So you can add more lines if you need to. Not going to for now, but just copy and paste that, and you can edit the information there, the group name, what the label on the button is, and what the button link is. And this is the one-click URL. So this is the one-click URL. So if you go back to here, that's this. This is the one-click URL. So when you create this and rename it and set up, this is set for Queen Bien. So you'll re-update this. You go to the code, you go this do it yourself, where is it, hosted version, and you'll edit this and you'll change the name of this to new group - one click. So that is that whole process there. So if you you'll need to set it up on this page. You'll add another line in there. If you're doing week A, week B, you'll create this bookings tab. So if you want to create a week A, week B, you can create a whole new layout. And so you see bookings there. So you go down to bookings, create another bookings tab. You've got all this same information there. So you go week A. So camera surrounds week A, camera surrounds week B, and add that in there. You can move them up and down, stuff like that if you need to as well. So I'm going to get rid of that one there, but that's how you update that page. If you're creating a whole new one, you would just duplicate this whole page here. You do that back in the main pages list. You can click on duplicate, but obviously it's regional based. So if we go back to, and we'll just go member only booking page, you'll see here that we've got all the booking pages here. So I've already got New Zealand, New South Wales, they're all set up. There shouldn't be any requirement for any others. But you'll see in, so we'll go to New South Wales because that's fully set up for week A and week B. So I've got week A, the BR just separates a line, so it's week A, week B. So you'll see that over here, you've got New South Wales booking page, week A, Sydney and surrounds, week B, Sydney and surrounds, Central Coast and Mid-North Coast. So I haven't done week A, week B, we've just put the two groups in there. Canberra and surrounds, so I've put, so there's actually Canberra and surrounds in the Sydney page. So the reality is I could actually remove those from there because that's probably a little confusing, which I actually will do now that I'm looking at it, because we don't need that in there. It's got its own page now as well. So this is Canberra, so I'm actually going to minus that out of there. We don't need that anymore. The other thing is I've just noticed that the width of the calendars on these pages should be 1,000. So you'll see on here, it's a skinny calendar. So I've jumped back here and I've updated that. And so when I update this, this will now update as well. And since that's done, I will refresh this. 1 second. And okay, so now I've updated this page here. And you can see the calendar's now wider. So it just fits, looks a little bit better on the page there. You've got all the different links in here. And we might look at maybe updating some of those links as well in the future, but that's those two, that's the pages, week A, week B. So you should basically do week A, week B in all the groups. So this is New South Wales groups. And so, yeah, so that's how you update all of the information through that, the action sets, and on these pages there. Cool.